and gentlemen. Welcome back to Crusader Kings 3 Sicily here on the Lord Master channel, and which, as a reminder for you viewers, in case you've missed a few episodes, that we had those little audio issues, and that was by the cause of the Xbox Game Bar, which is that little software that came with the Alienware computer laptop, and the Windows thing. So, and the last few episodes there was a bit of issues of slowdown due to recording with that said thing, and subsequently that I decided to find other alternatives. So that's why I'm using Bandicam, which has been a pretty reliable thing for me for many years of my VIET videos of the mini games I've played in the past, up until, more recently, until I decided to bring this back in order to give this video series a new lease on life, at least for a while longer, because I am not quitting that series until I complete that major goal in that series, and that is to have a permanent ending for the Sicilian frontier struggle. But we still have a long road ahead of us. And of course, those, out there would be dealing with, other bad things out there, like the chicken pox. I mean, good God. Just noticed that. Major outbreak of smallpox, major outbreak of smallpox called the pig pox, and there's a major outbreak of bloody flux, Satan's pestilence, a major outbreak of measles, major outbreak of measles. What's going on in this world? Let me zoom out the whole world for once. Is it really that bad out there? In all seriousness. Hey, there's the Maghreb flux. This is the pig pox over there. There's the chicken pox. And other parts of the world. That there is the other pox. It's probably lesser known. Yeah. Smallpox ain't fun. I can tell you that. Anyways, back to business. This is what we know. Oh. Malta 2 affected by the chickenpox. Just hope my son's doing well, even though I disinherit him because I don't want him to inherit the mainland. But he's got a pet dog, so at least he'll keep. Malfe's getting too big for its britches, huh? Wants to establish a coastline in Tunisia against the weakened Shia Caliphate. Oh, good reason. Incapable and melancholic despite the fact that he's strong. It ain't what it used to be. Hell, Italia ain't what it used to be. Used to be a nice strong kingdom, but now broke apart and all that. But right now my priority for the next 3 years is, or perhaps more, is I should do some traveling and go pick up inspection, help with the domain taxes, and I will gain access to the inspection activity, which will be quite useful to me before eventually I will switch to stewardship, because I'm going to need that. Oh, and also before I started recording, I did find a new spouse who I'm actually going to be betrothed to. It'll be a while, for about a year at least, before I get married officially, so just hope nothing bad happens to me within a year. While meanwhile, I'm about to spend big pretty soon. By big, I mean, you know. Big. and that's to start to spend the money on a big tournament, since I had a pretty good time with the last tournament over in Bosnia. I mean, I would like to have more prestige, because I have plans to add a little cultural tradition, which we might need some of that, and there also could be other factors before I make my decision, as some already blocked out and picked, so I should hold that tournament because, you know, get more prestige while I be spending big and all that. The question is where? Blacksmiths, militia camps, some suitable terrain. You can hold 3 contests, but I'm actually going to hold only 2, and only 2. Since I've done pretty good with, you know, every time of a horse race, and the other was recital, which was all about wit, even though my wit is terrible. You know, I'm all about horses these days, so how about a joust tournament and the other horse race? All about horses. Now, like, in the history of me playing Crusader Kings 3, I never took part in a joust tournament before, because, you know, it's because, you know, we never got into the high medieval, or is it due to certain traditions, or a few other things that I don't know much about, but we have it now. And though you can't afford that right now, but we can wait a few months. Yeah. Next year, we'll hold that tournament. Yep. This is the person that I'm betrothed to, Samira. She has been denounced, but she's intelligent. That's why I want her. Because she's intelligent. She'll be turning 15 in 2 months, and then next year 16, and then married. That's because, you know, those children I have. I got a blind son and a dull daughter. So I'm taking little to no chance on either of them. Because that can lead to problems, as we know. Right away. Should train commanders. Well, meanwhile, the Islamization of Apulia continues. No council meeting. I posed my points of view over everyone. I could not fail to sense my disgust. The disgust my councilors displayed about the way I run the player. Some call me stubborn, others call me resolute in my views, but the matter of fact that my complexity is over some awkward decisions and downright ill-conceived plans. Analyzing my whole life. This new angle. I feel an anguish burning deep inside myself. Who am I? Who do I want to be? To be real honest regarding the stubborn trait, I like it. I'll say rubbish. I am what I am. I don't change my personality, but this experience leaves me somewhat shaken. Oh, it's good to be stubborn. You feel oh. Yeah, I got an unruly nephew running things here. You know, my legitimacy is great, but for once, I want you to carve some booty, give me some gold, and then I'll subsequently use that gold to fund this tournament. That's what we'll have to do. Let's do it. A group of pirates active in the Mediterranean I have connections with, and who have agreed not to target my territories, and to help me when we have shared mutual interests. Recently, I received word that a number of these pirates have acquired a good deal of booty from a raid somewhere. As part of our earlier agreements, they've handed over a portion of this booty, which includes all manners of excellent commodities, from slaves to gold, weapons, food, precious art, and more. Ah, what lovely booty they have. 72 gold? Alright, substantial. Let's hold this here tournament in Bari. Joust and Horse Race. $874. Huh. If you max it all the way, this is what it would look like. Ah! Yeah. I guess we can wait a little while longer till we get some good prizes here. Like normally you would see Masterwork or Famed, but now there could be Masterwork, Famed, or Illustrious. It goes when they see your tournament. Alright, we can put that off to a few more months. Just a few more months. So how about we'll do it over the summer. Now a large minority of us is here. That chicken pox just won't let up over there. 65 casualties. That's probably the deadliest smallpox. It's still going. Used to be development of 40, but now look what happened. Yeah, it's starting to fade away now. Help me with that. I want the lifestyle experience increase. This time. 69 fatalities. I did say start in the summer. Get that down a bit. It's just a short walk to Bari. Gonna get the monthly prestige increase during the tournament. I'm not trying to be exalted at the moment. I just need to gather enough prestige until I make a decision on which cultural tradition that will go for. Unsure how much time I left. It's important for me to finally attend the grand tournament competition I spent so long organizing. Looking back, I wish they'd planned it in my capital instead of hosting it in Bari. While I realized my healing health will be a risk, should I choose to compete? I sure swear. Surely I'm planning first I'd be able to take the fight my step. I suppose we must. Our journey brings us to Conversant, with a mythic hammering of blacksmiths from the heartbeat of local commerce. Smoke bellows from the chimneys of smiths, bathed in sweat and soot, shaped the wall into the remarkable. One of the blacksmiths wipes his brown beckons wrinkles. Welcome, my lord, he declares. We're the master of Sicilian smiths. Best there is. Please do peruse our wares. Oh, a rarity. I mean, you have very good income, so think about it. You do have a good axe. It's a masterwork weapon, but this armor is a lot left to be desired, so I'll say a set of armor wouldn't go amiss. What do I got? Mega Man G2. Maori male. Nah. You know, it costs 40 gold. Destroying that gives you 40 gold back. So, consider that as a refund. There'll be prizes for me to win this tournament. Go. Alright. I've arrived at the site of the tournament here in Bari. Oh, not all the revelers have arrived yet. Throngs of people wander through the colorful surroundings, all looking forward to the forthcoming displays of skill and prowess. There's no time to lose. I must begin preparing. Let's be victor. Absolutely cost. Yeah, I'm allowed to compete, despite the fact that I'm gouty. I do have excellent foot and horse. Turn as I handle us. Many flock to my grounds in Bari, eager to prove their worth for simply George's spectacle. The sun rises ever higher in the sky, and the shadows shorten. If I'm to compete in the Joust contest, I must ensure I will qualify, and it will soon begin. I greet the band of Verzan as they wander past me. One striker behind the rest makes me pause, spinning on my heel. I call out to the figure. They're clad in shapeless, ill-fitting armor, their eyes wide and they're terrified beneath the helmet. Something isn't right here. Stepping forward, I rip off the helmet before they have a chance to react. Standing before me, looking around furtively to see anyone else I've noticed, is none other than a woman, dressed as a Faris, no less. Planning to compete at Faris even. Who are you? Soronia Havatsky. Damn good fighter. And a good tactician too, in case if I were not to be on the field. You know, I could do with the services of someone like you. Like to go to the artisan Courtiers, see hopefully a chance to improve my weaponry a little. Warm for the forges is enough to keep most guests away. When I opened the door, I found a fairy yawning over his work table. Not many seemed to approach him. He quickly straightens, clearing his throat of audible cough. May I help you? I can offer you the best horseshoes. Ready for the tournament. Yes. Displaying more than an impressive collection. Wow. Give me only the best. War declared on Liege. Must be a tyranny war. Adventurer, freebooter. Oohs and ahs, followed by an applause. Catch my attention as I walk past a small crowd. Interest peak. I push my way to their midst. At the center stands a man, sword half drawn from its scabbard. Sure, the weapon's unusual hilt to the awestruck commoners. It's clear that he's not from these parts. His accent is living and foreign. As he sees me, he bows his head respectfully before the back on. Now, how do I show you to pull the sword trick from my lands? The crowd cheer again. You Croatian too? No. Tanya, Frankish, stooge and bodyguard at precision of Mezastanka. Pay another 40 to join my court, maybe? Pribic. Zealous. That could be an issue. I'll just say, what a fascinating character. So, supporting the press of foreign knight, getting them to respect in the eyes of foreigners, but some consternation from others. No, we should go to that village regarding county control here and popular opinion, which I know for a fact that around here control level of Bari has been reduced. Well, you two are rowdy. Also, the keep is finally constructed here, which we can improve upon the buildings here whenever that time comes. A visit to Bari was exactly what I needed to relax before the contest. As I promenade through the streets, I see local children emanating about, using sticks as their weapons, yelling something. "For the honor of my house!" and also, I stopped to admire one of those prominent buildings, proudly standing in the middle of the square. As I inspected a bit closer, however, I noticed some ancient inscriptions. Development growth for Taranto? 1 second. Where is it at this point? 19. Well, I'm going to get more prestige by winning the parts of term. So I'll say we must keep learning from them. So development for us down here. It's our capital, so it needs love. This is the first time I've done a Joust tournament in this game. Contestants circle the list on horseback. Valids holding their arms aloft as the herald announces the contest commences. The squires scurry to it fro, bedecked in their liege's colors, carrying equipment splashed from bouts ahead. The Joust qualifiers come in, and it's clear will be put forward to the quarterfinals stands. The varied pitches of honors the crowd cheers leaves no questions to the favorites. For my first bout, I've been paired against my fellow contestant, Conte Utini of Melfi. Don't do any betting. Just face him. I vowed to myself I would win the contest in this tournament. I can't help but consider a less fair approach, securing the prize of the just competition. I'm sure my opponents would do the same, if only they had an idea. Who knows, maybe they already have. This is no way to win. Everybody's bad. Banners flickered, flapping the breeze, stealing away the crowd's breath for a moment as I curb my horse and hoist my lance as the previous events of the contest play back through my mind, like when my opponent lines up at the end of the list. This is it. I'm on the top. Just still another tilt left. All I need is to draw this last pass. Maybe if I hit him in the head. 71% chance score increase. 11, nothing, 16 decrease. That's an increase. There you go. First, the sound of the crash, then, an instant later, a shuddering jolt up my arm, and suddenly another sound. Crowds acclaim. My lance strikes home with force, shattering on my adversary's shield. Or notably, they missed entirely. We were settled last time, and as my horse thunders towards Utuni, I have a good feeling about this tilt. My lance catches him full in the chest, throwing him to the ground in a shower of splinters as my horse continues on. The judges call an end. I have won. Utuni's wounds speak of his valor. Victory. The bout between Comite Brand and my bodyguard Antonio Spitza was closely fought, but in the end, Brand had more points than Antemo's last lances were spent to the semi-final. It was not your day. Streams of commoners and nobles alike flocked to the contest grounds, trying to secure a good view of the just. A horrendous groan pierces the excited heart. A stand overloaded spectres gives way with a crash. Its mass of screaming victims is sent tumbling from view. As their cremations fly, my fellow contestant Damara staunchly discourages the punishing the stand's builders. This was an act of God, nothing else. So that's what happened to Photios. He was killed when the tournament stand collapsed. The hell? Oh dear. You could execute the builders or compensate the victims. I'll compensate. We got plenty. And the income is good. So it is the breed we must look to. So though we compensated, this will get rid of this just to prevent revolt. The power opinion goes up. See, I'm a good guy here. The Joust quarterfinal is over. Arabs. Commentator Lulu Brand, the second of Crusader. Wali Sawdan, the third of Taranto. Mario and Amela have reached the semi-finals. My next bout will be against my fellow contestant, Commentator Lulu Brand. I can do this. I was watching Yared play with other children and Fateo tried to push him over. Soon a brawl broke out among the children. You are taking advantage of my blind son. What is the matter of you? I'll say that Yared gave as good as he got. So he'll be raffled. How dare you bully a blind child? Shaking my head. Banners flickered, flapping the breeze, stealing away the crowd's breath for a moment as I turned my horse. Voiced my lances of previous events with the contest played back to my mind, like when my opponent lines up at the other end. Said I'm on the top, so another toe left. Hit him in the head. Got him. First, the sound of the crash, then an instant later, suddenly jolted my arm. And suddenly another sound. The crowds acclaim. My lance strikes home with force, shattering on my adversary's shield. Even more notably, they have missed entirely. We were settled last time, as my horse thunders towards Luke Brent. I got a good feeling about this tilt. My lance catches him full in the chest, throwing him to the ground, and the shower of splinters. My horse continues on. Judges call in. I've won. Victory. The battle between my fellow Testigo and Martyrs was settled. After an unsatisfying one-sided battle, no one was surprised. More points involved in days through this final. This is my Faris, the Tunisian. Don't mess with the Tarantian Frizan. Alright. This is between me and my Faris. May the best man win. Hit him in the head. Got him. The sound of the crash of it, so they just shuddery jolt of my arm. But suddenly another sound. The crowds acclaim my lance strikes home with force, shattering on my adversary's shield. Even more notably, they have missed entirely. We were set last time as my horse thunders towards. I'm alone. I have a good feeling about the tilt. And strikes true, straight into his shield. The deputy crashes, an explosion of splinters. His zone flies past me. That's all the points I need. Judge Coleman, I've won. Not bad. The many trials and tribulations of all the true spirit competition. Wali Sawdan beat Hamila in the final. Sawdan is our winner. Surely there are none in Taranto that can match my skill. I've proven my worthiness beyond doubt. I actually won the damn thing. So you win 25 gold. You're a champion jouster. It would be good if you had heavy cavalry. One sec. So he's gonna have some natural dread, despite the fact that he's blind. And it's not the first time in any game that I played as a blind ruler. I remember playing one once, way back in CK2, where I once, I don't know, saved a guy from being attacked by a bear or something while I'm blind. Those silly ass events and all that. Out there. Yeah, it's tyranny war. You'll have it dealt with, nephew. But oh, this. They're blind drunk. Should be able to rile them up. Haha. Intrigue skill increased, but this isn't helping. I need to qualify for that horse race. Yes, Courtiers. What a magnificent work he's done. I hear a knight proudly say that his work. The semi blade reflects the sun like a crystalline lake. I pushed the door open and greeted by a bursting flame. You're going to compete like that? Witness who has supported the prize X and if you have the gold, I have the steel. I was about to say, he looks skinny as heck. But I guess he just looks like that. Well then. This only lasts for the tournament. Prayer description, this just adds piety. Model, just that. Never mind, I'll keep my gold. It's a horse race. It doesn't need prowess related things. So if I'm not to qualify, well, I could at least hoped for, I don't know. Let's take a lot of preparation to do this. Now I can qualify. There you go. The finest horses of Taranto, adorned in the colors of their owners, are led around the Medana as the herald announces the contest commencing. The riders mill around as they wait for the beast to arrive, some stretching, some eyeing each other. My fastest horse, Scarlet Stripe, had not gone unnoticed by the breeders and gamblers. I gotta place a bet. My horse is all set, of course, but the beast is nothing without a capable rider to control it. As a result, I find myself with 3 potential riders ready, all clamoring for the honor of being allowed to represent me. First is my father's own, a fair candidate considered his experience of handling horses profession. Another instant volunteers my bodyguard, Stefan, who perhaps wants to justify my stuff. Last a complete stranger to me, a local man with no note, goes by the name of Tindoro. Yeah, I'd rather go for the one who has the know-how of horses, so I'll say you'll do. Him. Appearing at the bookie, by the time it's dim light, I ponder the stream of odds and shouts over the heads of melancholies. Call me to the Grand Stallion. Swift is the fear. 4 to 1 on Swift. I say my best horse, Scarlet Stripe, can win. The horses thunder along the track, horsing bodies obscured by clouds of dust, the cursing and yelling of the jockeys and honorable Mr. Hoofbeats and the roar of the crowd. Still, you can tell your rider is utterly focused on a rapidly approaching turn as the others slowly take the shot, then stride my rider spurs hard. Just a finger's breadth to spare. Anna and Scarlet Stripe slip between those ahead. An incredible maneuver. The crowd gasps as one. Score increases moderately. Well, I'll say, such skills belong in a battlefield. My cavalry should be trained to ride with similar boldness. In the next 20 years, the remainder of my life, basically, because I'm gotten that we will have better light cavalry pursuit in screen. Especially for our Coney cavalry that we got from Croatia way back when. I remember something. Accept that patrol and she'll be on our way. The horses continue to thunder around the course. The remaining riders saw just state's reins, Judge and Master. It's been an eventful race already, I think. Well, I remember when my rider dived around the side of the course, giving a huge advantage. There's only one more lap to go. I lean over to the edge of the stand and shout down to my rider as the pack passes. I'll say, grab their reins. This could be... Oh god, I don't know. Because this is all him, you know. Grab the reins, I say. My rider's ploy worked. My horse surged forward as they run. Bend the home straight. Only moments to go now. My horse is bolting free of the chase back. If it can hold off my rouse, will win. Crowd reaches crescendo. The riders urge their steeds in unison. The finishing line looms. Your score decreases greatly. And... That sounds like a win to me. My horse, Scarlet Stripe, crosses the finish line as the crowd erupts, followed by Courtiers flexing. Coming to the loop around seconds swift. Yes, my Sabik, you beautiful stallion. From awareness beyond doubt. I actually won the damn thing, and the wager as well. And will receive a good old prize. To the tavern. Gloom of the tavern is offset by the crackling of the fire and the ongoing revelry of the carousers. I slipped past two particularly rowdy drunks and sit at a nearby table, empty apart for one figure. A fine night, is it not? Murder gestures at the ragged crowd. I nod politely. Barely finished turning my head to his position as Kamara whisk a set of dice and cups on the table. Care for a simple game? A fool can play. We both fall into the cups, and you guess whether your roll is higher or lower than mine. Smiles. Game's good now. Best card. Sure, pass those dice here. The dice and rattle bounce inside our cups before we both slammed at the table. The raised side of the cup close to me, covering its contents. 10. I scan him closely, looking for pills. His eyes bore into mine, and not a flicker of emotion was his. Regular stand regards body language, but it has to be stature. 10. Ooh. I'll say my roll is higher. The revealer dice takes this for both of us to register that I've won. Ah, well guessed. First round is yours. Almost lips smile, but doesn't quite reach his eyes. Next round. The dice rattle comes once more. The race on my cup close to me. Small etchings on the dice reveal number 13. I rest the cup on the back of the table and look up. His posture's confident, almost cocky, but he hasn't even raised the cup. His eyes flick downwards as he tilts the cup away sharply before placing it back above the table. His demeanor doesn't change at all. I would say lower, most definitely. The cups come a final time, and the crowd that is gathered around us learn to see that I lost. It caused the likelies to grab the person we both with. Better luck next time. Kaga's studying a way of armfuls of money. I am laid back to chair, defeated. Drat. The sun comes down the final day of the tournament, and the massed crowds begin to disperse. I find myself ruminating over the results. My horse finished first in the horse racing. I broke innumerable lances to prove my quality in the joust. I fulfilled my goal winning the contest, and I look forward to the next one. So, there's these two prizes. A masterwork trinket, a prized scepter. An excellent ornate decorative scepter forged of gold, a true mark of distinction. Offered and claimed by Wali Sawdan as the prize in this horse race contest. So there's some prestige. And there's the prize mace. Oh, look at that. A flanged mace of excellent craftsmanship. The wrought iron head has been etched to feature different Ashari motifs, and then mounted on an elegant wrought iron handle that has been etched to display a repeating image of geometric shapes. Offered and claimed by Wali Sawdan as the prize in this joust. +1 number night. I promise advantage in the plains, which there's plenty of that in Italia. That looks like they're going to replace my old axe then. Perhaps 2 words given out on the host. And my words bring me some acclaim. Way to go, man. 150 prestige and more. Night effectiveness is good and all, but another night is just as effective. If the person is a good one, that is. Well done, man. In 5 years' time, we'll get betas, which means additional building slots and another tax jurisdiction in case you expand your realm more. That's the reason why I've not been anxious to go get Salerno, because I'm waiting for that tax jurisdiction increase again. Well, meanwhile, let's reform our culture, add a new tradition. We'll take a look, because what we have here is these. Since we've been more sea intensive these days, but we need something else. I'm all for development growth, so collective land should be possibly considered, but keep looking. We're not going to fall back to the habit of piracy. Unless you want to go for that. Maritime mercantilism. For more money. But keep looking. Yeah, it seems like we're not warfare intensive, but that's something we gotta look at. Possibly. Eek. After all, we're stoic, so we tend to be of that. If we want to be like the Maltese, no. Keep looking. Whale hunts out in the Mediterranean. Oh, right. You know, we do have the one windmill here, but do we want to be industrious? I mean, each time we build a new building, development growth goes up, but buildings will be a bit more expensive. I don't like that. That's a bit of a, But that's a big maybe, though. Regarding culture fascination if you were a scholar. And learning education traits. So that's a maybe. Because I did remark earlier that the Siculo-Arabic culture is kind of falling behind the times. Because we're not as advanced as some of the others. Ritual, yeah. So it's either collective lands or philosophical cultures, what I would be willing to choose. Why on earth would I want to do that? We do have the ability of religion blending because we have a few Shia and Christian vassals around here that I may have missed. Oh yeah, all the Shia mayors now. Remember why that option is there now? No negative opinion of other faiths, which could be a good way to try to, like, even if you were to land of, like, say, there's a Siculo-Arabic Orthodox Christian or Catholic, but they will not look at you negatively because we're all in the same culture. So that would be on a pragmatistic side. Yay. Keep looking. And obviously the regional thing, like, this is mainly being... There's no reason to have my Buddhism because we have them. It's part of our army now. We will accept anything that's Byzantine related. That's only works if you have the Empire title of that one over there. So unlikely. So either collective lands, because this is for, like, yes, building construction time takes on. You don't have much control growth, but development growth is pretty desirable. And the other is philosophical culture, I believe. If you have a character that has a learning education, and we would less, but I think honestly that can be offset if we were to retake the most developed areas, because you see, the average development of all these counties can be increased further if we were to spread the culture more in all the other areas where they popped up. And in addition, if you were to grant counties to commoners, increases county control, makes them a peasant leader. Farms and fields, which we do have plenty of, provide station men-at-arms bonuses. And peasant leader trait is inherited upon reaching adulthood. But keep in mind, that would mean if you were to do that, it takes longer to finish buildings, while control growth would take up much more time. Unless you have a seneschal and a few other factors which can definitely be offset by, you know, like manage the Sicilian frontier and all that. Which, that reminds me, I'll have to do that as well. So I'd be willing to choose that over all the others. As I'm just looking around one more time. And I only say that because I love development growth for all the counties of our culture, especially when it's all spread and all together again, like in the olden days, the good old days. And there are plenty of farms and fields out there, and that's on the plains especially. So it'll give bonuses to our men-at-arms out there. But it'll be in 7 years' time, so I'd be willing to choose that now. So, 7 years' time. Yeah, we're not a military-intensive culture. This we're more defensible. And plus, we do have other means to, if we were to improve it. Now we can manage the Sicilian frontier now that we're back at it again. Let me see. There are no potential peasant revolts at this time. We prevented that. Well, to be fair, it's because we're still converting them. Yeah. Albar is Muslim. The Arabic majority will finally be established in Conversano. So Gravina will be next. So do that there. See? Farms and fields. Provides bonuses. But I believe it would be more better in the short term is actually patronize arts and sciences for the monthly lifestyle and the culture fascination progress. Get me the Greek. Attract Greeks, artists and scholars. We can keep on going. My spouse has not yet arrived, but she's on her way. Oh, what's this? Conte Manzone's hunt. Where are you from? You're from all the heck way over there. I'll be there. If I try, because, you know, this is going to require, you know, speeding things up here. Especially through dangerous country. Much less dangerous if you hire a mountaineer. So I'll try to be there. And then once I, you know, return, head to these battle sites. Yeah. To get that, and then this. Let's go. Conte Manzone. That's the name. At least there's no chickenpox anymore. Just hope for a good time. Seems our caravan has become a little lost in these fortnights. Well, I was venturing us to over an hours. As though his swallow's pride to ask for directions, he does not appear to be an excellent speaker. Fortunately, I am fluent in vernacular. The language is spoken everywhere. Now, that area is not diseased. Otherwise, we would have known about it. Sawdan. You traitor for once, because we are not going to wait. A grotto emerges from the vegetation like a stone arch in the cathedral. On its entry is a small wooden table and a stall. Someone has left a lantern burning on it. Careful, my lord. Holds his arms up from my chest. There are bandits in these lands. You're quick to make accusations. A dimly illuminated figure stands at the entrance to the cave. I'm merely a hermit. And you, well, you carry the title of Wali. Well, I know what my future is. The Gauts are going to eventually take me away. So I'll say a hermit would be a great addition to my entourage. Ibrahim has given us a warm reception when we come to his keep. However, his guards seem to chuckle and remember when they see us pointing out to us. My dear Wali Sawdan, it's been such an honor to welcome you at my... Stops in the senses, face it. What are you doing with my hermit? The hell's a garden hermit? That's just prestige and court grandeur. It would be wise to get on his good side, so I'll say, wasn't my intention to steal your courtier. You can know. Didn't see much use of him. Now you're entering to a war zone. A high altitude in the brisk of Garazi has very refreshing qualities to traverse the local hellfire. However, the soldiers training below the keen eye, their tactics are not completely foreign to me. Training a martial arts as I am. While doing so, I'm approached by the local captain, Lucio. Would you like to join him, my lord? I'm always up for a challenge. I'm a rough terrain expert. The siege camp dominates the outskirts of Galata, but the populous uprising causes flapping harbingers of a war. A little fight goes between leaders Zakaria and Principessa Pavlina is certainly an inconvenience. Mr. Mangonels, distant soldiers warn themselves of the culture camp fires. A group of surly ragged soldiers are coming out of the track. They don't look like the brightest of their sort. Household soldiers, which means now we can increase our size of men-at-arms much further. Well, I'm trying to get this in 5 years. I'll say a show of force will determine. 93% chance they're left alone. 6% chance they challenge me. Lose 50 gold and a random member on judgment. They're left alone. So we got a bit of delay here. But we managed to make it. As we wait to arrival the rest of the guests, Conte has started on the preparations. His gatekeepers check the hives each day for the silent party while building a camp close to Antiquity. My bird grows restless waiting, knowing she'll be unleashed. Oh, so this is falconry, right? Yeah, I didn't notice that. Anyway, who else is part of the guest list? Because I'm not thinking. I got an idea. We need to kill that man. He's gonna be around for a while. He's nearby. When he arrives, I should think about murdering him. Try to cause some instability in Salerno before I even considered conquering that area. Yeah. But. No, you got excellent intrigue. You're good. While crossing the river in Calatafimi, some of our spies came loose and fell in the river. We watched helplessly as the water swept these spies away. A lot of our spies are still with us. Thankfully, we still lost quite a bit. My companions have different suggestions on what to do. Some say that we should go downstream so we can recover some of the supplies, especially if they wash ashore. Others say we should cut our losses and purchase replacement supplies at the next town. Yet others say we should bear with on this horse and continue along. We'll try to recover some of them. Giuliano assembles the party as the sun rises over the camp, then the slopes near Calatafimi. With any luck, we'll find a bevy of pheasants, and our falcons will have a great sport. Our baiters teams are ready with their hounds, and a well-appointed sponsor is selected. Let's get out there. We'll probably not likely succeed, but I have other intentions. Yes. Gallantly through the leafy bushes, following the calls of the horns and the baying of dogs, Arzog Dita at last separates some of the rest of the party. He halts a moment, pondering which course to take. I glance around surreptitiously. It's probably the best opportunity I get. Thwang. Combined intrigue and prowess gets him 73% chance he's tragically killed, 26% chance that he escapes and may be injured. He's the Vesta of dice, they calls him. But to me, I consider him as great potential obstacle for the reconquest of Salerno. For our culture. Today's the day. I make my move as quick as I can. Dashing upon her as I'll detect from the side and attempt to unhorse him. Wali Sawdan? Ah, what are you? He tumbles from his horse down the grass as I quickly dismount. The deed is done before he can collect himself. Any onlooker would find it hard to determine the cause of this. I have you, little worm. Now, let's get back to business. And my wife's just arrived at court. Condiments on this game as signals part of the hush as we arrive at the release spot. From our vantage point, we can see several tawny peasants. Pheasants, not peasants. Pheasants! Strutting around with leafy bushes ahead. Beaters will soon be in position, with to spook the game to flight. The party halts to prepare to move our birds' hordes and set them one by one to their sport. It's time. Success chance dropped drastically. Watch excitedly as my falcon identifies a target that takes wing from its watch, soaring high in the air. Pheasants are none the wiser. As my falcon scans the ground from high above, time and again, the target swoops in for the kill, but misses, retreats, or only grazes the target. After hours, attempts to get involved but disappeared. The falcon is near exhausted and the light is fading. A shame. But the question is, how much prestige did I get out of that? Our party seemed to be beset by every misery that Shaitan could conjure. But almost relieved to leave the hills behind, Jonah got his disappointed party and tossed their hands for the trip home. The pheasant indeed eluded us this time. 62 prestige. And I gained a hunter trait. Although, I was about to say, but I already have it. Yeah. This is referring to Mansones, first time. Hunter. As you were the host of it. Right, I'll be on my way back now. Brooke. My daughter, Alia, is impressive one in the household for Zan for a very long time. After finally meeting in person, she's repeated the warrior's words to her son. Work hard and you can master anything. Well, I'll say indeed, hard work will bring her anywhere she wants. It's good to have it. My efforts to improve the state, learning and culture has paid off handsome. I even attract the attention of a certain Courtier Shidasani. This learned Compatibility and Orthodox scholar hails from the region of Tao, as visited my court after hearing about my policies, and impressed with what he saw for. At least he does a good job pretending to be. Pretending that he is impressed. Though it was difficult at first, but I managed to convince him to settle here, at least for now. His intellect will undoubtedly be a great asset to us. Compatibility. Georgian, if you will. Welcome to your new home. Colasano is home to a famous wayside shrine I happen to be passed by. Locals tell us it isn't uncommon for travelers to spend even a few days praying here. For it is said that doing so will ensure safe passage of one's journey. I'm unsure how helpful the praying this would be. Let's show at least pay my respects to Allah. Say a quick prayer, then move on. Because there's some happening. This road's gone incredibly hilly for the past few hours and everyone's beginning to wear. After all longer, there's no end of the hills in sight. One of my childhood companions, both of whom says, Lord, my mounts cannot carry on like this much longer. Everyone else needs a break or I fear will collapse. We need to stop the rest. There's no fuel, so we'll delay our journey to Taranto. It would be wise to rest here. High crown authority for Ibrahim. Ibrahim II, as they call him. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that man in the future. One of the impressive defensive structure at the peak of Mileto forest is quite something. As I've wandered along the outer perimeter, I noticed a particular person in the distance. She appears to be mumbling to herself, all the while stopping to crouch and collect what appears to be herbs of various kinds, almost as if she's talking to the herbs. I approach her carefully. She looks up, various herbs displayed in her palm. Notice a spark of curiosity behind her eyes. Closely lens for the question. Her aptitude is excellent versus good. But she's a lunatic, so I don't trust her. So I'll say, so what does this herb do? I'll stay here for 2 weeks. 50% chance I procure some poison herbs I could apply to my next murder scheme. Or just some learning. Found some poison herbs for future reference. The walk of the forest path at a good pace, enjoying the peaceful ambience. Corner of my eye. I'm sure the glimpse of the sharp and tusted loud skill converts. It's a boar! The brown beast charges the track. A great trot is kicking up mud, flanked by the oak trees. A fleet blocks forward to Taranto. And there was just look at those tusks. Step aside, I'll handle this. 79% chance that the boar dies, and 12% chance that it mauls it, or it kills him and die. The boar dies at my hand. Yeah, just 3 damn events. You can't get out of Mileto, can't we? Mileto. When we set up camp for the night in Mileto, it so happened that a caravan of merchants was camping pretty close to us. They were traveling in the opposite direction. They exchanged some information about the conditions on the road for our respective journeys. Anyhow, the merchants told me they met a most odd fellow several days ago. Went by the nickname of the Liar. They told him somewhat nonsensical advice that somehow also made sense. They're not sure what to make of him, but the better merchant says he's by far the oddest fellow that they've ever met. Well, he sounds like an odd fellow. Oh, alright. Might be good for the rest of the travel. Once we get back home, I'm gonna have a talk with the Arab-Berber strongholds. That they're being rowdy. Just a bit of mold. Because I'm already ill with the gout. Which one day it'll claim me. Finally home. By the way, I didn't look at the horse part. Max, which means more renown. Prowess per level of fame. It makes me want to go hunt somewhere. You know, the only good place to hunt out there is Gravina. Because back then, this area there used to be a good hunting spot because it's forest. That was the place to be. What the hell? And Gravina also happens to be the less developed place. Well, it's not the worst developed. Okay, actually is. No, that's down there. That one is more... Well, the whole of Sicily and the toes of southern Italy are the worst developed because that's the more war-torn areas. So, yeah, that happens sometimes. Siculo-Arabic culture will soon spread again, as it's been spreading a bit. I'll be happy with that arrangement. What the hell was I going to spend my money on? Let's work back home. You are denounced and yet extolled by the house. What the hell? 1 second. I just remembered something here. You be the designated region. But the thing about it is, think. I have my own master to hunt, don't I? Probably not. No. You're younger. No. Soronia, the Croatian. She's excellent. She'll be the master of the hunt. Or is it the mistress of the hunt? You know, differences. May increase the sighting a bit. So may never know, something will pop up here. I'd be willing to hunt here on the open plains or hills locally. But we shall see. Oh yeah, just wait a few months. I remember now. Negotiate with the Arab-Berber strongholds in Taranto. Because they're acting a bit unruly. You're costing me control, you idiots. Just a few more days. Oh my goodness. What happened? Expelled. Fellow minority. Why on earth do I have you spy master? It's your powerful member of the council. Shit! You gotta please her. I present you with a tiraz. Yeah, that's step 1. And step 2, I'll just sway you. Since I swayed enough of the other person. You do not want to make a rival out of your spy master. No longer my tutor. We need a new one. Oh yeah, the Georgian scholar. He could be the tutor. Siculo-Arabic now. And now it'll take 3 years' time to get Bari back to the way it should be. It is a Shari again. One out of 11 months. Oh, Islam had never been spread in Apulia proper before, but I'll at least give it a try. Ah, yes, inspection. But remember, we make 18.1, now 19.5. And whenever you wish to, we could do some inspections. But that's only for places that do deserve it. Like if there's some popular opinions in areas that are being rather unruly, I'll go over and inspect them. Like that one over there. Because I know for sure they ain't gonna like what we're doing. But wait a few months, because we're gonna negotiate with the strongholds first. And then we'll do some inspection. Oh yeah, I have to change it to stewardship. Because that's all I wanted, these two. Actually, it can wait a little. Get the control back up. And back to the way it should be. And we can afford a few months. Another tyranny war? Yep. It's against another Muslim. He's slowly trying to get rid of Sunni and Shia Muslims alike from his realm. Something's got to be done. Because I fear I'd be next. To them. Because what the hell these guys are doing? Gotta negotiate with the Arab-Berbers. Make them an offer that they can't refuse. Okay. My attempts to reach out to the Arab-Berber strongholds and my round for negotiations borne fruit. Prominent leader amongst them, certain Ashari Siculo-Arabic man by the name of Zakaria, sent as their representative. Following the initial round of negotiations, Zakaria proposed I pay his people 60 in gold, or the equivalent amount of goods. In exchange, they will not conduct any raids nor harass the inhabitants of the region where the strongholds currently reside for a number of years. Take it the wrong way, this sounds an awful lot like tribute payment. On the other hand, this could also benefit both parties in the long run. Give me more. 100% if further negotiations succeed. Okay, after he gave his initial offer, my side then proposed further concession for their side. After all, the original agreement was somewhat flimsy. I need more. I told Zakaria to assure myself of his people's good intentions. He thought of it over, and eventually said that he and the other leaders discussed ways to help facilitate trade and commerce in the region. After all, they have a network that extends beyond the regions they reside in, and can provide protection to trade routes passing through the strongholds. It's not a bad idea. Their connections could prove useful, and their foreign ties and willingness to watch over my roads would let commerce prosper. Oh yeah! Every county you own Sicily control has gone up, and so is development growth. Every single one of them that I have in my realm. Alright then. Thank you very much. But that'll take up less time, and less time to worry. For trying to restore control over these areas. And we didn't pay as much. I'm an ordained ruler now. Javier Finina. Let's see. Be a man of the people, or just realm focus. I got an idea. Yes, I'll be spending big, so we'll be in debt for a few months, and then subsequently, I want you to change that right now. The main focus. And one more thing, do I have a book that That's stewardship. That's stewardship +1. Ah, this old book. This will be of great use. What's last time? All I care is a little bit of realm stability before I even thinking about advancing towards Salerno again. It's converting. Okay. Now you're starting to annoy me. Because, you know, the only way to tell him to, hey, stop doing that, is to give him something else in return. But I'm clan. He's clan, right? Yeah, they still abide by clan rules. They have tax collectors. But we can't tell them with the decree over there. The deer of Mofetta. My master hunter Sronia brings word of beasts Marmara. We hear much talk on the Lewa of Apulia. Said there are excellent prospects of hunting thereabouts. Many worthy rowers seen forming the flatlands. Interesting. So they'll be around in 3 years. But I know what the first perk I'm going to pick up that relates to stewardship. Because there are many ways to even consider thinking about taking the title of Sicily off of that man. I originally joined Sicily because there was a Muslim legion I'd be willing to serve. But now we have a Catholic legion, not a Muslim one, so we gotta get rid of them. And it's gonna lead to a new set of challenges, if that were to be the case. Earlier in the evening today, I received word from my vassals that they want to forge an agreement with me, in which they provide me with a higher number of levies in the long term in exchange for upfront payment in order for them to finance their projects. It is now late at night and the decision I'm about to take is preventing me from sleeping. What should I do? Are you nuts? I'll just refuse the whole scheme. My son and heir. Which one day I'm gonna have to either disinherit him and give it to my daughter, which is manageable, but the dullness kind of hurts her in the long run. But now my blind son. He used to be diligent. Yeah. Wrathful but diligent. Or we can hope for a child who might become intelligent or more. Oh gosh. The other has a gift to offer me. Father I lost it too, but proudly presents me with a smile. You keep it. Yeah. That's my blind son. Oh, we're still quite far away from reaching the next dynasty legacy. Other faiths unwelcome. Well, I feel like we're going to be persecuted. President uprising over there. Greetings, my lord. You kind of want to cook. So I have your daughter here with me. Mom's kind of pot's the cooker, you see. Oh, sorry. And clean every pot she did. Even scrub the cauldron without being even asked. That sweet girl you got there. This is very soulless, but the exact suit of stature. Yeah. She'll go far in life. She's a righteous empath. Okay. She's just and compassionate and diligent, so she's a very nice person, but however, nice can get you so far. Siculo-Arabic peasants have moved over there. Just a few more months and I know what perk I'm going to pick up. So I think we should forget about Sawdan and might as well just, thinking about, I mean, it hasn't, made any attempts to... Oh my goodness, it did. I didn't realize that just now. I didn't know he swore fealty for everyone. That, like, tells any Catholic ruler to swear fealty for the United Kingdom of Sicily. And Malta, you've established a foothold. Careful. No one knows what you might deal with here. Only Amalfi is the one that got away. And, who else? And so is that entity. And Capua. Recently, an embassy sent to the court of this Igma of Antiquity was extremely incompetent in dealing with the political situation caused serious diplomatic climate. Yesterday I received a missive from this agreed ruler stating in clear terms that unless I make amends, internal hate will be in place to us. Knowing beforehand that sending my was might backfire, turning a very bad situation to worse. I need to plan how to deal with this matter. I'll send my wizard to fix the issue. I mean, he does have high diplomacy skill, but I don't know if he's got what it takes, but give it a try. The travelers offered to tell us the distance everyone's claiming their time. Ladies and gentlemen, I left my village as a youth with my parents, pilgrims bound for Jerusalem. However, a terrible storm blew our small ship off course and left me stranded, alone and bereft, on strange heathen shores. I was soon captured by a fierce Arabian prince with 50 sons, 50 daughters, and 50 wives. I escaped on a stolen horse and rode further east, into Persia, where the sun shines so hot that the cattle who strayed from the noontime shade could burst into flames. Eventually I reached a mountainous land of wise women, whose meditations have taken them so close to God that they must tether themselves to large boulders lest they float to heaven. The attendant remains captivated by the increasingly preposterous adventures. What wondrous tale. Let me just see. You know what? We should create that title whenever we make that money. Since the Legion has not done so. So next episode I shall call myself the Emir of Apulia. I'll leave me at the front. They appears to be calmly. That's +1 diplomacy for you. So she may be dull, but hey, at least she's pleasant to look at. And also possible heir. Unless I decide that this new child that I'm about to have here. Mixed results. Yazir Taranto, my wazir, arrived today from the court of Sir Ingmar Natalia. It was correct to lead me to make his report. Though the worst consequences were avoided, it was clear he was unable to convince the AFC of my good intentions in sending an embassy in the first place. In the end, I avoid getting a new rival. It develops a lasting poor impression. Is the glass half filled or half empty? Claim the throne. Possible consideration, but we gotta have that. I would like to be a competent administrator. That's what I see in my future. Now, what if the child that I'm gonna have? Daughter or son? I'm more than eager to disinherit in order to have all the titles. It's a son. Alright. Think of another name. But you know, since these days, I think just Hossein. Yeah, because I was about to say you should look for a Muslim-sounding name, because what we're into these days, you know, with the whole re-Islamization of Apulia and spreading our Siculo-Arabic culture again. So we're not really into deep into Greek names at this time. So, my nephew has done what no other rulers has ever done before. He's mostly united all of Sicily. But there's a few more obstacles left. Like, he's not taking control of Malta, nor Amalfi, nor Capua. So now we're all under his yoke. Another tyranny war to get rid of another one of the Walis. Oh, just next. Want me to deal with him? Or are you going to take care of that? But you should take a look of what future wars might look like if we dared rise up against Sicily. We have similar numbers. And plus they've hired mercenaries, so there's that. Because they live in a less developed territory compared to ours. So yeah, basically similar numbers to ours. But we have culturemen at arms like no other. From the faraway land. We are a rump state at this point. So I'll decline. Wales. North Wales. What the hell? I mean, is my master good now? Yeah, we're all good. We'll end this episode soon, as I said, my future plans. So at least Hossein is not born sickly. That's a good sign. So we might choose him as the heir, and I will likely disinherit the blind son, because I got no hope for him. if you were to make him the heir. Have it all. So I gotta stay healthy as long as I can, despite being gout-ridden. It's a severe penalty, but all these small health benefits that I got, it'll keep me going. And as well as long as I keep sponsoring the medical school of Salerno for an additional health boost. So demand conversion, that's what that penalty was. I took the edit out of playing both surprise show me, but you're blind! Oh, what am I doing? Then show me how you could have almost. Okay, that is a little bit funny. You know, let's end the episode on that note. So, in the next episode, well, we gotta start expanding somewhere. We've expanded our culture religion, but now we must expand territorial. So we see you in the next episode. But until then, so long for now.